Hello everyone! Today I will be comparing two different TDP configurations to analyze their impact on performance. In the first configuration, I set the TDP, SPPT, and FPPT all to 25 watts, keeping them at the same value across the board. For the second configuration, I adjusted the settings to a TDP of 25 watts, an SPPT of 32 watts, and an FPPT of 41 watts. Although both configurations have the TDP set to 25 watts, there is a significant difference in performance between these two setups. Let's find out together. First, start the game and wait until the loading screen. You'll notice that in thermal mode, with SPPT set to 35 watts and FPPT set to 41 watts, the game boosts up to 35 watts before gradually slowing down to a TDP of 25 watts. On the other hand, if all three values are set to 25 watts, the TDP remains close to 25 watts on the loading screen and immediately locks to 25 watts as soon as the game starts. This method is very effective if you want the TDP to lock instantly to the value you've set when the game begins. However, if you set different values in thermal mode, as shown in the video, you will need to wait for a while before the game locks to the TDP you have configured. This results in energy waste and also causes instability in the game at the beginning, as the frame rate slowly decreases while the TDP lowers until it locks to the set value. When both TDP is locked at 25 watts, you can notice a difference in FPS and CPU clock speed. The thermal mode with all three values set to 25 watts provides better frames per second and CPU stability compared to a thermal mode where SPPT is set to 32 watts and FPPT to 41 watts. When the CPU clock is unstable, you can see the impact on FPS 1% low and 0.1% lows, indicating that the game runs much smoother with all three thermal settings set to the same value, resulting in less stuttering. Based on the findings, setting TDP, SPPT, and FPPT to the same value, such as 25 watts, provides a significant improvement in stability, reduces stuttering, and can even result in a performance boost in-game. In gaming, power and thermal management are critical factors that influence performance consistency. On portable devices like the Lenovo Legion Go or other handheld gaming systems, balancing these settings is even more essential due to their constrained power budgets and compact cooling solutions. While the common approach is to set SPPT and FPPT higher than the TDP for short performance boosts, this often introduces instability, especially during longer gaming sessions or under heavy workloads. Setting all power parameters to the same value eliminates fluctuations in power allocation between the CPU and GPU. This results in consistent CPU clock speeds, preventing frequent throttling caused by thermal or power limits. In the video, this was evident from the stable CPU performance, as opposed to configurations with settings different values, where clock speeds fluctuated wildly between 1.4 GHz and 3.2 GHz. This fluctuation can lead to frame drops and uneven gameplay, which are effectively avoided with a unified power setting. When SPPT and FPPT are set too high relative to TDP, the system attempts to provide power bursts that exceed the cooling capacity. This often leads to thermal throttling, which causes abrupt drops in performance and noticeable stuttering. By capping SPPT and FPPT to the same value as TDP, the system operates within a predictable and sustainable power budget, ensuring smooth and consistent frame delivery. This directly enhances the gaming experience, particularly in graphically demanding titles. Surprisingly, this approach can also boost performance by reducing the overhead caused by frequent power state adjustments. In the video, the stable 25-watt configuration achieved higher base FPS and better 1% low and 0.1% low frame rates compared to configurations with higher SPPT/FPPT values. This indicates that the system's resources are being used more efficiently, leading to a better balance between CPU and GPU performance. Handheld devices are often limited by their cooling solutions, and excessive power spikes can push the thermal system beyond its limits. Matching TDP, SPPT, and FPPT avoids unnecessary heat generation, allowing the device to maintain optimal operating temperatures. This not only ensures smoother gameplay but also potentially prolongs the lifespan of the hardware. In conclusion, setting TDP, SPPT, and FPPT to the same value such as 25 watts is the best settings for handheld gaming devices like the Lenovo Legion Go. It strikes the right balance between performance, stability, and thermal efficiency. This approach ensures consistent CPU clock speeds, reduces stuttering, and delivers a smoother and more enjoyable gaming experience. That's it for today. Thank you for watching.